Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another video. As you can probably tell in the title and see, as I'm drawing it, this is the basics and how to draw manga and anime characters. Now, the character taken here is actually just off the internet. Credit to Wikipedia, that's where I found it. It was just one of the pictures there. I decided to use it to kind of show you guys and give you guys a reference on what to draw. While giving you guys some tips that from an artist perspective, or at least somebody else's perspective, so you guys could use a lot of tips that have helped me grow as an artist. By no means am I the best artist, but I feel like there's a lot of things that I do that other people might want to know how to do or might be curious, so I wanted to put that in this video. I'll tell you guys right now that the angle that I'm using this at is absolutely horrific. I don't have a good way to perch my camera just yet, so it's kind of at a lopsided angle. It shouldn't bother too much, but if it does, I sincerely apologize. I do my best to kind of get it out of the way there. But moving on to the actual meat and potatoes of the video, what you guys are looking at right now is, drawing a female character, and some of my tips and tricks that I would have to say is, I know as most artists use this is the typical way of doing it. You would usually start off with the head and then go from the body afterwards to kind of get yourself a little bit of a better perspective, and that's what I do. You start off with just the simple head, and then right before I get into anything, I usually want to get my the shoulders and neck and everything in, just so you have the perspective of the character, whether it's male or female. You want to show either, the dominant jawline, or maybe, the feminine, or, whatever. You have to get a grasp of the character. Now, if you're using a picture for reference, such as this one, there seems to be a huge disagreement on this. Most people will say there's the group that says using pictures for copying or whatever is not good. It's horrible. It's a bad idea. It doesn't show any uniqueness. And then there's the other group of people that will say, no, it's good for getting yourself more in tune and becoming a better artist and doing things like that. And I have to say I'm somewhere in the middle. I use references and pictures like this to work on skills that I'm not completely comfortable with, and also to bring you guys abilities to show you where I'm trying to get and how I'm getting to that. And that's why you guys are going to see the actual picture, and then you're going to see my drawing of it and kind of compare what I'm doing and where I'm going with it. So after I got the head, I'll start to get some of the basic features. I want to get the eyes in detail and get the mouth and nose and see how the face is going to react, and then throw in the hair. Now the hair usually takes a lot of time, but there are also some other parts to it. You're not going to be able to get every piece of hair unless you sit there all day and do the strokes, so sometimes you're going to have to make your own bits and pieces here and there to kind of fill in. If you're tracing, if you're doing your own hair, by all means go ahead and make it as crazy or as simple as you like. It's all preference based. If you're wondering what kind of tools I'm using in this, not actually using anything insane. I'm literally using just a number 2 pencil for shading and the basic underline sketch, and then a Prismacolor pen for the inking and penning in. Now, I do need a lot of work with the ink. You guys will see that somewhere, throughout parts of the video, that I'm kind of shaky with it still. I need to definitely increase my stability and ability to use it, but that's what I'm trying to work on, and that's why this video is here. It's a learning experience for me and you guys. So you can see here that after I'm starting to kind of ink everything in, really I'm just going ahead and going step by step, trying to see what I can do. There will be many times where I'll take the pencil or the pen off the paper and kind of look at the drawing or look at the portrait and get a feel of whether or not I like it from a distance. Up close, you can't really tell that there's mistakes or tell that there's a huge separation, but if you try to get it from different angles, you can actually see whether or not you'd like it. You can see here I'll be using different pencils to kind of shade in. Pencils are a great technique for shading. You know, you don't need eccentric items. You don't need, you know, tools that are $200-300 sets. Literally, I'm using a number 2 pencil for shading, and it works perfect. It works wonders. And for a lot of the, you know, jagged lines that you might be doing with inking, or, you know, the pens, if you're not really good like the way I am, a lot of that shading in is going to actually kind of attract it, you know, attract the looks in other ways. For example, you guys can see that there are obviously mistakes throughout it, but the way to kind of make your art a little bit more appealing is to attract the viewer's eyes in other ways, and shading is a perfect way to do that. You can actually see that I shade a lot more of the hair than the actual picture is being shaded, but that's only because personally that's how I would like to draw it. And you know, obviously I don't have the resources that, you know, the artist had at the time they made it, but you know, it's all preference. You really, when you're drawing, make sure that you're doing your own preferences. You can even see that at some points in this picture, even though it is a direct remake, or you know, I hate the word copy, but remaster of a previous picture, I'm always using my own little bits and pieces to kind of change it up. And really, the art has to come at your pace, at your speed. When you're, you know, getting in some of these shading aspects, look at it from a certain angle and kind of get yourself in tune with the way the artist would do it, but do it your own way. You're the artist, you are the mastermind behind it all. You should be choosing how you would like this to be done. This is a very simple drawing here. I can actually get into more in-depth ones in the future. Also, not a very long video, but I really wanted to get you guys something just to kind of talk from an artist's perspective. If you'd like to see more, I am definitely okay with showing you guys more. Really just a simple picture of a girl, and, you know, then a little bit of shading in here, you know, not too much. There's always, this is a poseless picture. There's no pose, no, you know, action in here. It's just her standing straight at you smiling, which makes this very easy. If you guys did enjoy this, please leave a lot of feedback, or any feedback at all is great, and just let me know. I would love to make more of these videos, and I think I might actually be making a lot more longer ones. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.